Hello and welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for May 20th, 2017.
Today we're talking about Destiny 2.
Venom has been cast in the upcoming Spider-Man Venom movie.
And a bunch of new Ubisoft games announced.
And there's a new Scooby-Doo Supernatural crossover. We'll tell you more about it later.
Stay tuned. Good day and welcome.
Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast.
I see warnings.
We're good.
Your warnings, you're the warning.
This has gotten a whole new upgrade to all of their stuff down here.
Yeah, it's gotten
and it's
weird.
been really
I'm
kooky.
going to be watching it.
But we are
We are
I've
going.
gotten all my notifications. We're good.
going. Welcome. My name's Tony.
I am Nick.
I'm Chris.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're going to talk about stuff.
We're just going to talk about games
How are you guys? First
and
of all?
movies. I'm
First of all.
fine.
Tired.
Yeah,
Chris is tired.
I think we're all a little bit
I started
tired.
nodding off.
I'm
I
ready for this
apologize.
long weekend.
We're just going to throw stuff at you then.
I already
Why do
made
you
the
think I
deal.
have this in my hand right now?
I'm gonna throw Mega Man at you. He looks like he's constipated. You're
He kinda does, yeah,
you're not
he's-
wrong.
Looks like he's on coffee. He's got a lot of coffee.
I feel like his eyes should be twitching. Man, Mega Man got messed up when he's not doing anything.
This is his downtime.
When he doesn't do it, he's not in games.
All the adrenaline is
When
getting
he's
to
not,
him.
He's like one of those Muppets that gets really mad and their face like.
Don't worry, Infinite's coming. Infinite is coming.
Also, folks, if you're not aware, we are now on Smashcast, which is the new Hitbox.
It's a replacement for Hitbox.
Yeah, they bought Hitbox, so
Oh,
we're now
okay.
Smashcast.
Everyone should just buy everything. Everything will just buy everyone.
You know what? Everybody just end up on.
We should buy Smashcast.
Okay.
I don't know.
We should buy Disney.
Yes, that's where
That's
the money really is.
Yes, that's where the big dollars are.
Yeah.
Here, we'll trade him this Mega Man.
Yeah, that's.
That's how that works.
That'll work good.
Well, 3 nickels.
Input video. See, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We're
fine.
fine.
At least I'm putting
We're
a
going.
dollar on.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Cool.
We're going to talk about some games, some movie
Movies.
news,
Yeah.
TV news.
TV news. We do that periodically.
We do every once in a while when something shows up.
Yes, this is pretty cool.
I thought this was. I saw this and I went.
I was
"Oh,
super
man."
super excited. I wish I was super into that show. Anyways, we'll get to that later.
Yes, for now, let's start things off with Destiny 2, and I love the ending to this one because this is what they still called it. Destiny 2 on PC is going to be on Battle.net. Not the Blizzard app, Battle.net.
No.
So
I think
a
that-
month ago,
Blizzard by Destiny.
well, a month ago we reported Battle.net's no longer a thing. It is now the
Yeah.
Blizzard application or
Yeah,
the
whatever.
Blizzard app.
Yeah, I think they're backtracking on some of that.
And they made the announcement and they're like, it's going to be on Battle.net. And I'm like,
You're not supposed to say that.
I think maybe they took the dot out. Maybe that's what they said. BattleNet. That's what they took
Yeah,
out, the
maybe.
dot.
the dot. They took
The
out the
technicality.
dot. Well, and then I
So-
forgot to check because I think even on the Blizzard app, when you open it, I think it still said like Battle.net.
It's I bet you it's some like on the exe file level. It still says BattleNet.
It doesn't. They
Battle.net.
changed everything. It was crazy. Everybody's
It's-
computers are just like, oh, it's just not the same.
I don't-
At least it's not the WannaCry. It's fine. So yes, Destiny 2.
Blizzard welcomes Destiny 2.
It is coming out
Yeah, it is.
September, I think. Right? Was that it? Does that sound
Sounds
right?
about right.
Yeah. I want to say September.
Fact checking.
Fact
Fact checking.
You will not be able to purchase this on any other digital platforms on the PC.
Nope.
Other than Battle.net.
So they're cornering the market.
And it's funny because everything on here via Battle.net,
Battle.net.
via Battle.net, like it's everywhere on
So
here.
maybe they weren't super serial about that then.
And this is the question now that people are kind of even throwing out online is maybe they got rid of Battle.net as Blizzard only, and Battle.net will become Activision's Origin type thing or
Yeah.
something like
'Cause
that.
it's a-
And
it's a solid
Bat-
client.
And the Blizzard app will just be Blizzard games.
Yeah.
It's a super solid client.
It always has been, and it's
Like,
Battle.net.
it's-
Like,
it's-
let's face it, you see, like, our
been
game's
there
coming
since
out on
we grew up
Battle.net, and
with
you're
it.
like,
Battle.net?
Battle.net?
We grew up with it.
Like
Sure.
what? Circa 1999, something like that. Whenever StarCraft came out.
Whenever StarCraft came out, because then they re-released Warcraft 2. Because I know that Warcraft 2 came out, and I was waiting for Warcraft 3, and it kept getting delayed, and all of a sudden Warcraft 2 came, Battle.net edition, and I'm like, I can play online. I can play Warcraft online. Oh my god, because I hated StarCraft. I was not a big StarCraft guy.
I'm indifferent about it.
And I was huge on Warcraft, because one of my first PC games was Warcraft 2.
Yeah.
Like, it was on my PC when my uncle built my PC. It was on my PC.
And here's the huge thing about it being on Battle.net. Like, there's going to be cross promotions up the wazoo.
Oh, if they can do cross promotions, this will be insane. Like Heroes of the Storm, like
Overwatch,
Destiny coming in Heroes of the Storm.
Overwatch cross with Destiny skins.
Sure,
like that could be cool.
Like even some Overwatch items in Destiny or vice versa, like something kind of kooky like that. Yep. And little things, cosmetic-y type stupid stuff that you just go like, oh, do you logged in with your Battle.net account? Cool, have some stuff.
And you know the servers are gonna be like rock solid too.
Oh, okay. If anyone can do servers nowadays,
it's bad.
It's Blizzard.
It's Blizzard, right? So, so this is the first sort of third-party game
ever
to grace Battle.net.
Yeah, it's always been a Blizzard thing. And I mean, it's not really, if you think about it, it's not third-party.
They
are Activision Blizzard.
It is in theory, but Bungie,
it is an internal.
It's a Bungie.
It is a Bungie, yeah.
It's Bungie,
which is cool. So and everybody's sitting there going, Bungie and Blizzard are like
I don't see what could go
teaming up and talking.
What could go wrong?
I know. And if you honestly think about it, Blizzard Overwatch was supposed to be the next MMO from Blizzard, first person, futuristic shooter type
Titan
thing,
or something like that.
And it was originally Titan.
Yeah.
Like codename Titan, and all of a sudden we got Overwatch out of it, which
I'm not complaining.
No complaints. But this is essentially what Blizzard was trying to do in the first place. So they probably looked at this and all the deals were being made, and they're like,
why not?
And
Why not?
Some higher up at Activision said, like, hey, why are we going to spend money publishing this to Steam? We have our own internal thing. Let's just do it.
And again...
And they have the numbers to back up. Like, we've got X amount of people online at all times. And granted, some of it is, like, the fact that there's only 4 games or 5 games that people play.
Well, and that's the other piece, too, is you look on on the Blizzard app or Battle.net, and you look at it going, like, oh, yeah, there's not that many games on here. That's cool.
But you'll play all those games.
And that's the next piece is...
It makes it a lot easier.
I play World of Warcraft, and I go down that list, and Diablo just kind of keeps like, hey, I'm right over here. And you go, fine. Like
at some point, I wonder if it's a marketing thing that's on Steam, because when you buy a game on Steam, sure, you have it, but then you look at your Steam library, it's like...
Right.
Like, I don't know that... I think they want to position themselves where they don't want to get lost in all that.
And the other piece of this, too, is... I only saw like 3 people online going like, "No, I have to download Battle.net."
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, "Got it," and they're not mad. They're not like, "Oh, Origin,
and whatever Ubisoft's one was.
Uplay.
Yeah, that
like
was,
we don't have to download another client. We're not afraid of Battle.net. No. We're like, oh, it's Battle.net.
If anything, Battle.net supersedes Steam.
That's what I mean.
If anything,
you're sitting there going, "Well, because Battle.net used to be their internet client. That's what you played off of."
Yeah.
But
in terms of like a service and
and for sure now you sit there going like, oh, it's on Battle.net, cool. Like
I don't see why that's not bad a thing. It's just
I was
different.
Intrigued by it.
It was different.
If they would have been like releasing on Origin, I would have been like, oh.
So keep in mind that this is because, or you can still buy the game on PC in a brick and mortar store.
Yes.
The code will just be for the Battle.net. So if you still want your physical copy, you can still
The other piece
go
of
that
this,
way.
The other piece of this too is Battle.net. For me, as like a PC user, for a lot of stuff, the updates on Battle.net are super smooth.
Yeah, Steam.
Origin, I get a game like Battlefront 2 when I got or Battlefront 1 when I got Star Wars Battlefront, and I installed it. I literally turned my computer on and had to leave it overnight to install the game, which I have not had to do I have decent.
Do
but I have decent enough
on the
internet.
PlayStation 4. It was real bad.
It still is.
But I have decent enough internet. I can download a game on Steam that's the same file size, and it's installed within half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Origin just has they cap your download speeds, all that kind of stuff. Blizzard's their app is like Battle.net because it goes peer to peer. You're essentially torrenting their game.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody who has that file, it's like, well, game.
It's funny how BitTorrent works so effectively when used properly.
And you can deactivate it, through the Battle.net app. But if you want faster download speeds, I sit there and a patch shows up and you're like,
oh wait.
And I can play.
Yeah, it literally takes maybe a minute to read everything. Now.
Yeah.
So. No, I'm excited for that. I don't know if I'll get it day one, but
I might. You know what? It's what
I will.
again,
I will
I think
purchase
I
it. I think I'll
will.
purchase it.
And
They
this is
don't
what,
want enough people on the system.
And
on
you
the
for-
PlayStation
Yeah,
that I can play with.
and I'm getting it, and Brian's getting it.
I think a lot.
And
of...
again, the fact that I'm going to launch Heroes of the Storm to play Heroes of the Storm, and it's going to be
Great.
there. I'm going to
You're
be
gonna
like,
be enticed.
but that's what happened with Overwatch. I was not going to get Overwatch. Then you wouldn't shut up about Overwatch.
Hey, hey, it's a great game.
And it is, but you wouldn't shut up about it, and then it's on my list just like, hey, Nick, Tony says it's good. You
This
should
is how I feel
buy
about
me."
Persona.
Yeah.
No, if there's Persona on PC, I'd be
he
playing
kept
that. On...
talking about it, and eventually it's like, oh, whatever, I'll try this.
Sure. But that's
all
how
your
games
fault.
should work.
Good.
But
I'm okay with that.
But Battle.net, it does it right for you. It's right there. It's like in your face, just because there's only
5 or 6 games.
5
now?
or 6 games on there.
Yeah, Diablo,
Diablo.
StarCraft, Warcraft.
There's no work. Yeah, so
Well,
World of
I
World of
guess they're
Warcraft,
World
And
of
eventually you get the
StarCraft.
StarCraft remaster. Will be on there too.
See, and I'm kind of hoping maybe eventually they'll just kind of do it into little like different spaces.
Segments.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Warcraft, because honestly, if they would release Warcraft 3, you can download it digitally,
Yeah.
but it's not attached to your account the same way. I would re-download Warcraft 3.
So
I
here's-
would, I would download
Okay, so
Warcraft 2.
here is
Not even remastered. Just
Here's-
Warcraft 1
here's the $1 million question.
remastered.
Here, here's the $1 million question. Call of Duty World War II. Is
Yes.
that going to be on Battle.net then?
It could be now.
I mean, if
I think this
is where
opens
we're-
the door for
If this
that
is
type
where
of
we're
stuff.
going.
I think that's a smart decision, honestly.
And maybe at this point that is, maybe there's tabs at the top to keep you separate from Blizzard and Battle.net.
And then
Yeah.
you have segments where this is Ubisoft section.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft just drops Uplay, just like, hey.
We'll yeah. Activision
This
will
is
license
working
it out to Ubisoft. They still make alright games, guys. Come on.
Oh,
They make games.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that after we talk about the next thing. But Destiny 2, I'm
So I'm excited for
I'll get it
this.
Day one.
I'm
I just not pre-ordering. I see the
No,
pre-order
don't,
stuff.
don't, never
And I don't-
pre-order.
I
Never.
only pre-ordered one thing, and now it's finally got a release date, so I'm good.
Only pre-order. Okay.
Fractured Butthole.
Yep.
Oh.
October 17th.
Never pre-order a game unless there's like an actual physical item that you're gonna want.
That's my
like
piece
a
with
messenger
Destiny
bag
2.
or
I
a
know.
hat.
Well,
or...
they keep giving away. Oh, there's these guns.
Whoop-de-doo.
No.
The only other one that I'm considering pre-ordering is the new Lord of the Rings of War.
Oh,
Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Is because they have, if you get the over $100 one, you get like the 5 expansions with it.
Oh, season pass with
so you
it.
kind of get the season pass with it, essentially.
I don't know if it, well, it's,
Essentially, you're
At that
getting-
level,
yeah.
at that point, it's basically the
but
season pass.
it's very tempting because I love that game. And I have a feeling I'm going to love this one too. So do I just take the money and just spend it all at once?
Maybe.
And here's the thing: like,
It's
if it's gonna be the
debated.
same, if it's gonna be the same
got till
price
August.
before pre-ordering, you're
See,
not
and-
losing it.
And I did the same thing because Injustice 2, they have basic game.
Yeah,
And then
digital deluxe, and then
the third one, which comes with all the DLC characters coming out and all that stuff, and it actually wasn't a bad price.
no, it's actually pretty decent.
For all the extra characters coming out, and everybody's like, "Wow, why can't I have the whole game for just $60?" And I'm like, guys, it's a fighting game where they're legitimately like they know what characters they want to make,
Yes,
but you're still spending money on people making those characters. So
And
I think
we're-
you got 9 characters for not that much extra money.
no, and the thing is, like, we're
So I was all like, "Yay!" And then it's not
Yeah.
on PC.
yet, hashtag not asterisk yet. But the thing about fighting games nowadays, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is going to do the same things. Like, they got to watch the post-release content because, a lot of casual people are going to start playing these games,
Yep.
and not just fighting game enthusiasts.
Yeah.
To make sure that people come back into the game. So it's
sure.
like they got to plan post content,
Yep.
and it we're in that era where that is going to be the norm from now on.
And as long as your characters aren't overly priced and all that stuff,
And
like,
they're
that
interesting
was-
too.
yeah,
And if they have
yes.
interesting characters too, that would be.
Yeah, you can't just be like, "Oh, we're
We're gonna
releasing-"
put Scorpion in here again, guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
The
And-
Fracture Butthole, I got a whole different game too.
Oh yeah.
Oh right,
That's right.
Yeah,
you got the
right.
first
You got
one.
the first
I got
one, so
the
that's
first one.
bonus.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like
Which
said,
is excellent.
I have a
One-
feeling I'm gonna love the war game, and yeah.
Yeah. No, and that kind of stuff
I'm
makes
debating
sense.
that I have till August to
Yeah.
make that decision.
And that
Yeah.
kind of stuff makes sense to me. It's the ones where it's just like, I'm pre-ordering this because I get a gun. And you're like,
That's Destiny's.
And then
You
you look,
that.
and then you really read into it, and it's like, oh, you can still get this via regular gameplay.
or you're not going to use that gun anymore.
Because if you think about a game like Destiny,
You find something better.
Yeah.
yeah, because in Destiny you wonder like, it's a
always
loot game,
find
isn't it?
something better, yeah.
Destiny's
You
a
always
loot game.
find something better.
Yeah, you always
Oh,
find
for
something
sure.
way better. So there's no point in getting a pre-order gun when you're gonna toss it within the first.
But that
5
was
hours.
even like Diablo. We went through that
You
whole
put it in your
season.
storage and you keep it forever.
Right.
so where
it
no
just
one
takes
can
up
see
space.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. But like Diablo, Brian and I went through that whole season. We got we got the armor. We got the armor for season 10. I'm like, yeah! I finally completed something actually difficult in one of these games. Because I never raided in Warcraft.
No.
And like
No.
in World of Warcraft, the few times I did raid and you'd get a piece of armor, you're like, oh my god.
Neat.
And for me, I could keep it for a long time. Because I didn't raid, so it was like, this piece of armor is the best piece of armor in the world. Diablo, we got those, and within 10 minutes, I already had a better
I know,
shoulder
I'm finding
set.
that
And
too.
like,
It's like, oh, this is better.
but like, and this is
Cool.
this is the reward for the season is these like this
Yeah.
armor set, and then luckily you can transmogrify, so it's a it's a badass looking armor set, and you're like, yeah.
You
I
keep
don't
the
care
stats.
how I look in the
You
game.
keep the stats.
But the stats, you're just like,
oh yeah.
because
No.
the set bonus, whatever, I can actually craft myself better armor.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, so yeah, Destiny and those kind of games where they're like, Kingdom of Amalur, which was the game I was trying to think of last week.
Ah, that was an excellent game.
I got the deluxe edition just because it was cheap. And it came with all these fancy weapons that you could only get if you got that like version of the game. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
They were gone an hour
Like,
into the game.
Yeah, they become really.
It gives you a
useless.
nice, like, easy start.
Yeah.
But then it's gone, and you're like, so I spent an extra $20, whatever the like deluxe edition happens to be, for maybe gaining 10 minutes on my start time because my gun's a little better, my weapons are a little better. It's like, no, you give me something cool. You know, Nathan Fillion comes to my house for lunch or something. I'll
I
buy
think
your
I would pay
I'll
a
buy
lot
I'll
of
buy
money
your
for that to happen.
$250, you know.
Right.
That's a chance.
You can actually he was raising money for a charity if you spent
Yes, I saw
If you
that.
spend $10,
I've seen
they'd fly you down
Robert
to
Downey Jr. stuff too. Or,
At
come
Omaze-
to
it's
see
Omaze,
this,
isn't
come on
it?
the set.
Mhm.
Was it with Omaze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Robert Downey Jr.'s.
So yeah, Destiny 2.
Battle.net.
It's exciting that it's coming out too. I mean, like
It builds the
like,
hype up more.
Because
Sure.
like you guys said, like people have played Destiny 1 are still playing
It-
Destiny 1.
It's one of those games.
Yep.
I mean, I play. That's why I play Diablo, and it's multiplayer. Like I play with my brother
Sure.
and his friends.
Oh yeah, Diablo
and,
sucks if
Destiny
you don't
and
have.
Destiny 2. Well, I'll talk about that later.
So-
Destiny 2 is the same thing where I can play the single player by myself, but it's also.
Eh.
nice
I
to
feel
have
like
people
from
coming in.
the gameplay demo that they showed off earlier this week, it looked like a lot more single player focused stuff.
That's fine.
Which is good, but
yeah.
if you play it together
It's
with
just-
friends, it just makes it that much
makes
better.
it so it's either way. It's
So
fine.
Yeah.
Thing. It's
And that's the thing, like, Brian and I are talking, going, like, yes, I'm gonna, like, because Brian was.
If you
he's
get
like,
it, I'll get it too.
Right. It was kind of that deal where it's like, if you get it, I'll get it.
Oh,
And
I
it's
know.
like,
when
I'll get it.
When the first trailer came out, that's what the first question I got from my brother. You getting this?
Yeah.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
it's Destiny 2.
And that's the thing, like, even Heroes of the Storm, boring game on your own. Diablo, boring game on your own. Ish.
World of Warcraft.
Less boring
I
on
can
your
play
own.
that by myself.
I can play
don't-
that on my own.
I don't think I could play that by
Because
myself.
for me,
I'd get
I
bored
like
real quick.
exploring,
Yeah.
so I can, like, give myself
Well,
a
that's
challenge
Diablo,
of
though.
getting
Diablo
up a
you
hill.
can explore.
But once you've played through it 6 times,
Well, yeah, you played too much.
we didn't. Brian and I we breezed through it too many times. Like, that was our problem, is we were like, oh, we'll play these characters. And then we're like, these characters are kind of stale. We'll get these characters.
Yeah.
And then so we played through again, and it was
I
like,
have to do that for a trophy.
right. So that's, you're sitting there going, like, oh, all right.
You need to get 6 characters to level 70.
And by
Get
the time
wrecked.
you're on your, like, 4th character, you're like, I wish I was playing with someone. Because at least you can start dicking around.
Yeah.
Dicking around or just at least like, you have someone to talk to.
And
when
then,
you're
yeah,
doing
exactly.
this.
That's even Heroes of the Storm. We can just be sitting there getting obliterated, and Brian and I are still just like, so, like, how's
What's
things?
up?
Yeah. How's work?
Yeah. So we're moving on. Moving on then.
All right. We're doing game, movie, game, TV.
Or do we want to
Doesn't
stick
matter.
to the
Yeah.
We'll just go with the list. We'll go with the
The
list.
list is written
It's in stone until next week.
until next week when the whiteboard gets erased.
Yeah.
So the Venom movie, we knew was moving forward. It's still moving forward.
In the not
In the not
Spider-Verse.
MCU
but still in the
And not
Spider-Man
in the
verse.
Spider-Verse.
and not in the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man is not involved
Okay, I'm
in
not
any way, shape, or
so
form.
confusing.
Venom Spider.
It is just
Venom.
Spider
Venom.
Venom.
But they found their Eddie Brock.
Yeah. I think he's signed on.
I think
They found him. They're just no one's actually sure if they're going to use Eddie.
Oh, that's
Okay, so yeah.
makes sense. So they found
They found-
their
They have
Venom.
found their Venom.
They have found their Venom,
Which
not it.
Venom are you getting?
Tom Hardy. I think that's a pretty
I like
solid.
it. Yeah, I
not
like it.
not a bad choice.
Well, and that's
they
the
could be
thing.
worse.
Well,
could be far worse.
But here's the thing. Great casting. Where are you going with this movie?
Nowhere. It's just
They don't
gonna.
want to disappoint you.
It's just gonna look
Too
good.
late.
It's already gonna look. It's just gonna look real good. Oh no.
Now, if all of a sudden
Venom
they were
in
like...
space.
Space Venom.
But here's my thing. If they're like Tom Hardy signed on, and Kevin Feige is in creative control of this movie like he was with Spider-Man Homecoming,
But if
I
he
am
was
now...
in charge, though, you'd think he'd bring.
They would say
Venom
that
into
already.
the Spider-Man.
And also, I
But
think
that's my thing.
I feel like Kevin Feige would have already talked about it.
So I don't think he's part of it.
He's not. That's my thing. Like that's the announcement I'm waiting for, is for this to be a part of
Surprise.
It's
the
not.
MCU and to connect with everything.
You would think it's the right time with all the space stuff about to happen,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
And that's where I'm sitting there going like this just it makes no sense.
and with upcoming stuff in the TV show, like it's going to be this next
From
year.
what I've heard.
This
yes.
next year and a half in Marvel is going to be or MCU rather, it will be very space focused.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like Infinity War is the perfect time to introduce the black costume,
You've
like
got
the actual symbiote.
You got Thor Ragnarok, which will be a
Yeah.
cosmic road trip,
Sure, but that's what I mean. Like you've got all these movies coming out.
and even Inhumans coming out. That's like a hugely space oriented
Straight into the
The
death
moon.
slot on TV.
You're in the moon.
yeah, like it's
Friday night death slot.
it's fine.
Inhumans is opening on the Friday night
That's fine.
death
That's
slot.
that's fine.
Things are moving
Once
around.
Upon a Time
Even-
is still there.
Even Arrow moved to.
No, Once Upon a
Thursday.
Time is moving there,
Oh, is it? Oh,
as is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
that doesn't. Surprise.
Everything, all those shows are moving to Friday, and I'm like, okay. ABC's talking about it, going, we're kind of doing our fantasy
their drama.
superhero
The
stuff.
drama stuff is going to be on Friday.
Which makes sense that way, but you're sitting there going, everybody knows that Friday time is, like,
Death.
not good. And Once Upon a Time is actually...
Come. Stop breaking things.
We're good.
Good.
Once Upon a Time is actually losing, like, 3/4 of their
It's
main
not good.
cast.
Oh yeah,
The contracts are up, so Snow White's gone, Prince Charming's gone,
whoever
the main chick is gone, the boy is gone,
Yeah, tons of the cast is
Belle
Luke
is gone. Like, they're getting...
So the evil queen is there.
No, I think she's gone, too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the Wicked Witch of the West is gone.
I don't care.
I think
I don't know which one
the
that
main
is.
villain is like the Wicked Queen is still there, but I mean she keeps flip flopping between good and bad anyway. So I'm sitting there going like,
After that, what else are you gonna do? Like you've burned through so many like Disney stories,
so yeah, that got moved, and then Agents of Shield, which has kind of been
and I've been
Always
pretty
kept on
vocal
about.
about Agents of Shield needing to be canceled.
right. So it's now on Friday nights,
So-
and then I think they're throwing Inhumans there just because.
It'll match.
That's where
It connects to every- yeah.
And here's the thing about
Shield is-
Inhumans: it doesn't need to have a season 2. I don't
Right.
think
Well, even isn't
it could totally be
It's a
one.
miniseries,
Yeah.
DC's thing, Black Lightning or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be in the
Is that-
Arrowverse.
Yeah, I know. It's
For
not-
now.
It's
I
disappointing.
know. For now,
I think they
It's a
kind.
different Earth. Again.
Well,
Yes.
but here's my thing, and
You keep throwing
DC
that out there.
DC on TV is smart enough to do that.
It's a different Earth.
But even start
Multiverse.
the show. They're not connected. If Black Lightning does well enough,
multi-Earth.
Hey!
hole ripped in the universe, and poof.
He did something with
And
his
then they're
lightning
gonna
powers.
and they're gonna call him Static Shock, right?
Yeah. Because that's the better show. Either way, this Venom thing, like Tom Hardy, very cool.
I
think it's a good
acting
choice for
We
if
gotta
you're
see
gonna.
more about this movie though.
And that's my piece. How are you making a Venom movie without
Spider-Man
Spider-Man?
It'll be started
or
with
space travel or
Tom
any sort of
Hardy-
like.
Whatever.
At least with
character he
Spider-Man
is,
3, they
he's an
wrote that in
astronaut.
somehow.
He's an astronaut that gets.
It's gonna be like
Symbiote
it's gonna be Life with Ryan Reynolds.
And that's
And Jake
that's my thing.
Gyllenhaal.
How do you do it without connecting it to Spider-Man? And that's my thing.
And
Where
that's
You know
it is.
what?
They're gonna send him to space, and he gets it. He gets it.
Sure.
And hey, I have powers.
Maybe I think we're
I can shoot webs.
I think we're honestly I think we're
Out of my
overestimating.
knuckles.
I think we're overestimating what Sony's gonna do with this Venom movie. I think we should just let them do their own thing.
He's gonna have his own separate Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's fine. He was a Guardian of the Galaxy at one point.
That's why they said it.
So we'll just let him do that. Let Sony do their
Guardians
thing with Venom.
has done so well. They're putting Venom in space to become a Guardian of his own.
So they're gonna call it their Venomverse?
Yes.
It's not the Spider-Verse. It's the Venomverse.
See, and here's the crappy thing. Venom in the comics actually joins the Guardians of the Galaxy as Agent Venom. It works out wicked for a bit.
Yeah.
No. You would think that in Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3 or whatever, they can introduce that kind of stuff, but they're not gonna.
No, but that's my piece. Is you sit there going, and I'm not a huge Venom fan to begin with.
I like him.
I like
Venom.
the visual character, like the costume designing,
and I like what they've done with Venom over the years. But like original Venom, where he's just we must kill Spider-Man, and you're kind of going, eh.
Yeah, that mantle passed the Carnage.
Well, yeah, but I mean
or
Carnage.
Other villains.
And then Venom actually became more of a thinking villain, that kind of stuff. Because Spidey does. He needs villains that actually
Doc Ock,
think.
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Vulture even.
Sure.
Yeah.
But so that's my thing. He needs those kind of villains, and Venom was never one. He was just big brute.
He was like a rhino.
He was.
A better rhino.
Yes. And so everybody, it's like, Venom's his arch nemesis. He deserves better. And I'm like, well, no, Green Goblin. Like, Norman Osborn's always been the arch nemesis. He's the Joker to,
Yeah.
Venom's a great bad guy, just not in that sense. So, but Venom,
he'd be number 2.
Sure, but Venom deserves way more than what he's getting out of this so far.
We don't know.
He deserves Spider-Man.
We don't know anything though. I think that's the big thing. Is what this is coming 2018.
Surprise.
Is this 2019 or
and
something?
Again, that would be awesome. Infinity War, all of a sudden, black costume shows up, and it all ends up connecting, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever in the whole entire world. Because honestly, this casting doesn't sound like it comes from Sony.
Sony can cast people.
Sometimes.
I don't know. We have to wait and see.
Remember, and this is Avi Arad who's producing.
Oh.
He's just producing, though. He's not like he's
directing. He's the one who forced Venom into Spidey 3. Oh, and the writers are from Amazing Spider-Man 2. Cheers.
It's better than any of the other bad Spider-Mans.
I would rather have, like, Spider-Man 1 or 2 or, someone from Marvel.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 I fell asleep in.
I could care less for any of those.
You didn't care for
5.
the villain.
They screwed up Green Goblin. And I wasn't a fan of the whole...
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, and Jamie Foxx was annoying.
That's what you were. I knew. I remember you saying that when that first trailer came out or when it first announced.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of him. I'm not seeing this movie.
Oh, yeah. And they screwed up Shaw. I watched the movie. I saw it.
No, you said you fell asleep.
You just said
I
you
watched
fell
it
asleep.
twice, actually. Because the first time I found it and watched it, that's when I fell asleep. And then I'm like, maybe I was just tired that night. Because I do that with movies sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I was just tired. Maybe I wasn't in the right space of mind to watch this. So I tried again. I made it through the whole movie. I did. The second time I watched it, and
it's
I
not
went,
good.
nope.
It's not good.
It's okay.
At least they killed off the right character, but
It's okay, and did it properly.
they did actually that entire scene as per the comics, but
Almost.
Mostly, yeah.
Except it wasn't on. It was the bridge. No, it wasn't.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but again, her neck snaps. Spoilers.
If
And
you've never read the comics,
yeah, if you haven't read comics in 8
But she'll
billion
come
years,
back as Spider-Gwen.
I'd be 10 times
that's not
okay
how
with
that happens.
I'd be 10 times
I'm just
okay.
telling you.
No, it doesn't happen that way. It's a different universe.
I don't
Universe,
care.
different Earth.
Can we get a Spider-Gwen movie, please?
No, I just want a Spider-Man movie. Just.
We are.
No, we
one.
are getting one.
I'm
But
getting
also,
one.
I
but
do not
also
need.
a
Nope.
Spider-Gwen.
Nope. I do not need
Yes.
Spider-Verse to
Morales.
happen. Nope.
No, I
nope.
don't. No, I don't
Also
want
not him.
I don't want Miles Morales. I want Spider-Gwen.
You need Spider-Verses.
That Spider-Gwen comic arc is really, really interesting, though.
Spider-Gwen's
the
is
multiverse.
interesting.
Spider-Gwen comes in.
No. Captain America is a black chick in that
Noir
universe.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know most of them
so cool.
turn into females in
That's
that universe.
super
It's
cool.
just like super alternate universe where it's just like
And
every
Matt-
male hero turns.
And Matt Murdock is a dick, evil,
Yeah, attorney.
so fun.
It's a cool universe to be in, but no, I'm good with Spider-Man, and I really just wish Venom were a part of that whole.
I'd be okay with just a
Piece,
Spider-Gwen that's completely separate as the different universe.
Maybe, you know what?
Literally,
Sony's got that
I
Miles
wanted-
Morales cartoon coming out.
Yeah.
I'd be down with Spider-Gwen as like an offshoot cartoon movie sort of thing.
I want a noir Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, that's digging deep. Oh, I
I don't
don't know if that'll happen or not.
I'm going off
That could be really cool.
the board here.
Speaking of off the
It probably
board-
won't be connected to anything else though. Spider-Man won't be in it.
It'd be black and white too.
No. That's when they introduced the Spider-Verse.
No, it'll just be called Noir, and
Or
it'll have all of the bad guys, but no Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2099.
Without
Ooh.
Miguel O'Hara.
No, Miguel.
No. If Sony's doing it, can't have any Spider-Man in
This is a different Spider-Man.
it. It doesn't matter.
Spider dude.
Following this track record,
What's
they're
Miguel?
It's a spider dude.
not even spiders. It's just all the bad guys like creating havoc, and no one there to stop them.
That would be a weird.
Iron Man.
I'd watch it.
Iron Man shows up.
Wrecking
They
havoc.
said Spider-Man's not in it. Doesn't mean any other superhero ain't gonna come and save the day.
Punisher comes in for reasons unbeknownst to him.
And that's my thing.
Why am
Spider-Man
I
has
here?
like such a cool history and all the stuff going on with it, and the fact that you're now like breaking up the universe. And even someone said online, they're like, "What happens if Marvel does keep going? Like, you know, Sony comes to their senses and keeps doing stuff with Spider-Man. All of a sudden, they introduce a Venom, and now you have a Tom Hardy Venom and
Well,
an
it's like
MCU Venom.
The Flash. You have a movie version and you have a TV version.
But you'll have two movie versions.
So
It gets weird.
it's different universes.
And I feel like the
And then
DC
you can bring in Spider-Gwen.
Warner Brothers has been really, really smart on that. In that they've been. It's a multiverse. That's why there's different Flashes. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
We'll see. Either way, I'm happy with casting. I'm not happy with the back end of this movie.
You don't know what this movie is about.
The fact that Amazing Spider-Man 2 writers plus Avi Arad are involved,
You know what? It's way too early to pass any judgment.
Well, but here's my thing, because Avi Arad gets a big kind of dump on for Spider-Man 3, because it was his fault that most of those story choices were made. But and then people sit there going, well, he was the one that got the Marvel Cinematic Universe going, because he was supposed to be the executive producer in Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Except he dropped out for this very fact. He thought that they should start with the Avengers and then do...
Is he running DC right now?
And so everybody's like, so he's the one that came up with the tactic that DC's using. So he actually stepped back. He stepped out of Marvel and told them to like piss off because they weren't following. He knew how this should work. Start with Avengers and then do solo
Yes,
movies.
but it's working so well for DC so far.
You don't know how the Justice League movie is done.
Well, and to be fair, they're still doing a little bit
And
of
I'm hearing
origin
Wonder
stories.
Woman is actually not that bad.
Apparently, yeah, Wonder
It's
Woman's
passable.
actually getting
It's passable.
okay
Not that bad,
reviewish.
so-
So I'm like, again, I go into a DC movie going like, I
You know,
I hope for the like.
And you know
nail
what?
it on this
I
one,
didn't
guys.
mind Gal Gadot in
Gal Gadot.
The Dot. I didn't mind her in Batman Superman.
But she wasn't really in Batman versus Superman.
and that's the
to be
problem.
fair.
And that was the problem. The scenes that she was in, I thought it was okay.
So we'll see. No, and again, I go into a DC movie going,
This could be good.
nail it,
Here's
guys.
hoping.
I hope for the
They're
best.
okay.
Justice League is on
Anything-
the third round of reshoots, but you know,
Are they?
yep. Like,
It's a-
and again, hopefully they're looking at the movie going, this needs to be in, this needs to be out. Oh, we screwed this part up. Let's fix this. Like,
Got too much of this, too much of that.
Sure.
I'm surprised they don't overshoot and they just don't leave it on the camera.
no, but what I
Or
really
are
think
they
happens
just shooting
is
for Justice League 2?
no, it's reshoots for
no
Justice League.
reshoots.
And I think maybe they're watching the edits and they're going,
Maybe that scene
this is
makes
not turning out the way we thought. This scene's not
Batman's
working.
killing way too many people in this scene.
Let's get Ben Affleck.
He's not
back.
killing people, he's killing aliens.
Yes.
Because
in
they're
that
not
case-
people.
Oh,
we'll bring
let's
back
give him the giant
We'll
gun.
bring back the creatures from Suicide Squad, and he can just beat up a bunch of those.
And we'll give him some
Those aren't
guns.
people at all.
We'll give him a bat gun. It's basically just an automated assault rifle.
Either way, Venom,
Yep.
cool
Yeah.
casting.
Yep.
Hoping for more news.
You know what? It's way too early to
It is. But
pass.
casting wise,
It's a
cool.
smart. It's a smart.
Tom Hardy's cool. And Tom
Yes.
Hardy's brought enough people in now that are kind of like.
Tom Hardy's.
I like
He's
him.
awesome. He's awesome. In
Now,
this
he
thing.
was also cast in Suicide Squad and backed out.
Maybe this is what he wanted to sign up for.
Also, wasn't he Bane?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the piece where everybody's like, he was powered by Venom, and now, except he's like, he wasn't powered by Venom in that movie, you guys.
Yeah.
No,
Ah.
he's just being kept alive by a respiratory system.
That's where the Venom went.
All you need to do is punch him in the face. All you need to do is punch him in the face.
So again, he's going to be in another movie where he's going to be unintelligible when he speaks.
No, Venom should be fine.
If they do it right, it should be him, like his voice, and then his voice with like added to it and saying
Spider-Man.
And talking in the third person.
and yes, we Venom
Or second person.
no Venom,
Is it third
Venom
person?
and
I want you to break, Parker.
There's no Parker.
Oh yeah, there is no
No Parker, no Parker. J. Jonah. JJ.
I will break you, JJ.
I'll break you, JJ.
See, and there's cool, and again, there's cool stuff you can do with Venom.
They haven't earned that yet.
But yeah, and that's my problem. Is
Well,
it's-
2020, right? I'm
I don't
assuming
know. You keep
2019.
saying- You keep saying you keep
2019.
backing off on your
It's
timelines.
not. It's not 2018. I don't think it's 2018. I think it's 2019. So.
2018.
Really? That's really soon.
Yeah, they said. Oh, right. That's right. They're gonna start filming in the fall.
That's soon.
2018.
That's soon.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Next up.
Ubisoft is Ubisoft is unleashing a whole wealth
3
of
games.
sequels.
3
All
games.
Are
sequels.
you going to play them?
Maybe Assassin's Creed only for its theme,
To see what it's gonna be.
the theme that it's
They don't
in.
know. They haven't announced. What
So,
it's gonna be
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Pirates too.
yet. I'd be okay with that.
There has been leaked screenshots of pyramids, like in
Oh,
Egypt.
right. They
that's
said
right.
Egypt.
In Egypt.
Egypt.
So I think that
I
could be
want to
super
climb a pyramid.
right.
Here's my problem, though.
That could be cool,
You've
right?
now climbed a pyramid. Now what?
I will jump off it.
It's like they should climb a Chinese building.
Because that was my problem with Assassin's Creed 3.
With the wilderness.
Cool setting, not enough stuff to actually.
Climb.
Well, you have them in a town.
But the town had the buildings are all this big. Like
Not that.
But I think though this one's being targeted as Assassin's Creed Origins, like the first of all the
which would be
Templars,
cool.
all of the.
And again, you're going to be
assassins.
climbing obelisks.
So,
So-
maybe you don't go back into the animus.
I'd be okay if that doesn't happen because
Yeah,
they've already.
it's just you're just there.
Yes, they've burned that
I'd
Desmond.
be okay with that.
They have burned that Desmond Bridge so hard that they can't go back to it.
Sure, they can.
I don't know.
They'll just keep reaching.
I need to go back and play
So,
those games.
Assassin's Creed Origins. We got another Far Cry coming out.
Far Cry 5.
No surprise.
Yep.
And The Crew
2.
I think the
I'm
Crew.
excited for 2 out of 3.
Considering you had to ask if the Crew was a racing game, I'm assuming it's Assassin's Creed and Far Cry.
Exactly.
I think the Crew did fairly well for what it was.
I'm not into racing games. Other
No,
than maybe Mario Kart.
and that's fine. Well,
Best-selling game of the
best
actually
racing game.
best-selling racing game in the United States of America
There we go.
ever.
There we
Yes.
go.
Take that, Horizon.
So,
Ah.
so yeah,
No, I think that for
looking
what the
forward
Crew
to them.
did when it came out, I think it was successful enough.
Well, it was because you drove to a spot.
And you actually had a crew of people that you were racing with.
Yeah.
And so
Like,
Sure.
accumulate a crew. Yeah, you could essentially create like a guild of racers.
Sure.
Yeah. So for what it was, it did what it set
I
out
wonder
to
if
do.
you can fight dragons
not yet.
in your car.
I am a dragon.
We're racing dragons.
You're racing dragons?
Racing dragons.
There's a dragon above you, like, and you're like, oh my god, fire.
As a
Play
crew.
that game.
As
As
a
a
crew.
crew, yeah, you're all having to like
Yeah.
duck and weave and like, I'll
Ooh.
heal you.
Yeah.
Some sort of weird
Okay.
MMO racing game. Don't pull
Assassin-
too early.
Assassin's Creed, if they're working on it and they're working hard, and we haven't had an Assassin's Creed game in a while.
I think a year and a half.
Syndicate was last.
Year and a half,
Yeah,
I think.
so it's been a while. So that's a good.
I'm okay
sign.
with that.
I love
I'm
how a
okay.
year and a half is so long now.
But
It really
for an
is.
Assassin's Creed.
When it was an annual thing.
I'm just saying, it's weird.
Because as bad as or as good as Syndicate was, its reputation kind of got shit on because of the one before that
Black
one.
Flag?
No, Unity.
Unity.
Unity that left
Did it go Black Flag Unity?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I never played Unity.
because Unity was not good, and sort of that sour taste got moved into Syndicate, whereas Syndicate was an actual
Well,
decent
because
Assassin's Creed
again,
game.
there was
my
that
understanding.
yearly release, so that was that one studio that kept kind of screwing up.
I think they're alternating studios like they do
They did.
Call of Duty.
So that's what it
Call of
was.
Duty.
It was we got like Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah.
Black Flag.
Black Flag.
Woohoo!
Whoa,
Syndicate.
Unity.
No, not Unity. Yeah.
Where your arm like reached across the
And your-
room sort
and you
of
had
thing,
faces,
and yeah, your
like-
head's just
like-
like things just geometry got stuck.
That was also the Assassin's Creed where they couldn't apparently figure out how to put females
Into the game, yeah.
because they couldn't
Female bodies are hard to program, okay?
clearly. And then
And
and then
So, yeah, and And then Nintendo was like, hey guys, you can play as a girl or a boy.
And then Syndicate.
And then Syndicate came out.
Where you get to play as a girl.
Again, by the other studio.
Was
Yes.
that girl you put in?
He plays two.
Oh, okay.
The brother and sister.
Oh, I've never.
But then, but that's what happened. Unity came out, and everybody went, "Oh my, like
This is
no!"
poopy.
And
This
then
is-
Syndicate came out, and everybody's like, "No, we saw the last game.
Yes.
We're done."
Yes, and it
And
turned
then-
out Syndicate was a fairly
Yes.
okay
I saw
game.
it. I saw them play.
But then Ubisoft went with the like, we're gonna. I think they just dropped that other studio,
Yeah.
essentially making Assassin's Creed games, and now it's just the one
so
studio.
every 2 years you're gonna get it instead of every year.
I feel like that's okay
And I'm okay with that
because
if they're good games.
Because Assassin's Creed is as good as they are. They can kind of get bland after a while, right?
It's the
like,
same thing.
It's the same thing over and over again, which again I'm okay with because Black Flag mixed
Because
it up
that war
enough.
has been going on for.
But Black Flag mixed it up
centuries.
enough where I'm like, I don't care about that war going on between
This is
Templars
Assassin's
and-
Creed
Alright,
game,
well-
and I'm just driving
I am
my
a
boat.
pirate.
And you're not even really assassin in that one. You're just a guy who kills
Kills
an
the
assassin.
assassin.
Yeah,
and
you're not
takes
even
over
assassin.
his role.
Yeah, steals his
I
stuff.
am now the assassin. Look at me. Look at me. I am now the assassin.
I dress like one. I must be one.
Look at me. Look at me.
But that's what I mean. You're sitting there going like, I like Black Flag. And then, yeah, I saw all the stuff for Unity, and I'm like, because Unity had a cool concept. Just really poor execution.
All of it.
And then I just stopped paying attention. Cause,
Which
I've seen it around. I haven't bought it.
And then, yeah, so if Egypt's the place and they can make it cool and they can make
I feel
it
like
so
that's a good choice.
I think it's going to be in the main area where the pharaoh is.
Again.
So it's a bigger city.
Yeah,
You
and
have bigger things to climb.
And here's my piece too. Black Flag didn't have a lot of stuff to climb, but they made everything
You can
else.
climb your boat.
Well, but they made it interesting enough that I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't care that I can't climb because that wasn't the main piece of the game. I was a pirate.
Yeah, I love that.
As an assassin, I want to be
And
able
all
to
those
climb stuff.
sea
Right, and
shanties.
there's enough. You can climb not just the pyramids. You can climb those those cat
Obelisks.
those cat statues or whatever. Is that what it is?
Oh, Sphinx.
Sphinxes. You can climb the Sphinx and stuff like that. That
Oh,
could be
yeah.
cool. While it's being built too, no less. So
Well, that's what I mean. They can have the scaffolding and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff going up.
so like it.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
okay with that.
yeah.
I'm okay with that if that's the next Assassin's Creed game.
Sure.
Done.
I should probably play the last.
I don't
Me
care.
too.
But then I would have to start up Uplay.
I don't want to do any of that. I'll just watch the videos on YouTube.
That's what I've been doing for Injustice too.
Don't do that. You spoil yourself.
I've only watched a couple only because they were
I'm
talking
not
about
going
the
to play
facial.
that game anyways.
They were talking about the facial
Oh,
animations and stuff, and it
but
was
they
just
fixed
like,
it all. They fixed it all for
No,
the,
it wasn't bad at all. It was good.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's
'cause-
the problem. Is like I'm sitting there watching them talk, and I'm going, "This is a better episode of Arrow than Arrow."
No. Like when they first revealed Injustice 2
Yeah.
to the world, it looked rancid.
Mm.
That's what it was. It was like it looked bad, and everyone's
no.
like, "Guys, we're working on this."
The cutscenes are gorgeous.
Right, and that was their thing. They're like, "We're working on this. We're gonna reveal this game."
That's why I've watched a couple of the cutscenes because I'm just like,
Because you can do a screenshot comparison, like a video comparison between the beta whatever footage and then what the release footage is, and
Yeah.
it looks leagues better.
Last bit of news.
Yes, moving on.
Ruh-roh.
Go ahead.
Ruh-roh.
Where's it going?
Oh,
Get to
dude.
this.
Uh-oh. We gotta go find some demons and hunt them.
Family business.
Running around.
Supernatural.
Supernatural and Scooby Doo.
Teaming
So,
up.
Supernatural
For a
is
cartoon
going on to its
episode.
13th season next year. Or this year,
And
whatever it
they're
is.
running out of ideas.
They are definitely running out of ideas, but this is probably the best idea they've had since that Meta TV Land episode.
That's my thing with Supernatural. Like even someone's like they've just given up at this point, and you're like, no.
No, they
They're finding interesting ways to bring
keep
you back
it fresh.
And they always try. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, we got episodes where there was like a supernatural convention.
Yes.
And they end up going and meeting a bunch of people who are like, I'm Sam and Dean.
No, I'm
from
Sam
the
and Dean.
novels. Like,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, we're Sam and Dean. And they're like, yeah.
Good costume.
Yeah, like,
Good costume.
Wow, you guys have the actual car. Like, they're doing the whole thing and the whole,
They
that
actually
whole bit. And
they
you
actually
go,
had
like,
that. They,
so fun.
they had an episode in Supernatural where they got warped into our world, like
Yes.
this world, which was one of the
So
best.
they were Jensen and
Ackles, and then Misha
yeah.
Collins is like, these guys are acting
He's
weird.
tweeting.
And you can actually follow his tweets in the real world, and
Yeah.
he tweets it in the real world. And I'm just like, it's meta episodes like this that keep the show fresh.
Well, but if you think about it, the first season where it was like Monster of the Week, I loved those episodes.
Everyone
Because
They
wishes
did that for quite a few.
they did those for a couple seasons.
I think
and
like 2 or
then-
3
There,
seasons.
there was always this overarching.
Yeah,
And there
story.
always was because they were chasing Dad or they were, something
chasing
like that.
the yellow-eyed demon. Or,
But then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it became like the demons are attacking the world, and every episode was like them getting one step closer to finding the demons, and it stopped becoming Monster of the Week and more
let's
Monster
save the
of
world.
the Season and Save the World.
Yeah.
And it's hard to back out from that.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can't. But
For all we know, okay, so to preface this, an upcoming episode in season 13 for Supernatural.
yes.
Getting crossover with Scooby-Doo. So, full-on cartoon episode, Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki being drawn in the vein of Scooby-Doo.
Hanna-Barbera cartoon, yep.
Wonderful.
I am excited. And I haven't watched the show in...
No, neither have I. I think we
still on
both...
season 3.
Oh,
Finish
okay.
up to the season 5 and you're done.
Well, and that's the piece where season 5 really did kind of set off the world ends every year and we have to...
Yeah.
And like Buffy, where it was... You know, I always go
kinda
back to
did
Buffy,
that,
where
too.
it was like the world's ending every year,
Yeah.
but there was still Monster of the Week, and then every like
They
fourth
said overarching.
yeah, and then every fourth episode, something happens and they get another
Yeah.
clue to that overarching thing.
Yeah.
Supernatural really has just become
One giant
boom,
arc.
boom, 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 and
One giant arc.
then they're like, we can rest. Boom, 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 boom.
No,
boom. And,
no, at the end of the season, one of them dies, and they have to figure out why they come back in the next season.
so they're talking about the end of this season, and they're like, this season ends and it's different.
I didn't read it. I didn't watch it.
I don't know.
I haven't watched it, but apparently it was like a 2-hour season finale
Yeah,
essentially,
2
and they're
episodes. It's a
like,
double
this
episode, yeah.
changes a lot of things from how we normally end a season, and I'm like, so
No one
No one
dies.
dies?
No, everyone dies.
They're all dead, and they have to fight their way out of hell.
Actually, that'd be a lot more interesting than what they've done in the past couple seasons.
So that's I don't know
so-
how it's
but yeah,
ending,
like,
but
so
we're getting a Scooby-Doo episode.
So this crossover is probably going to be like, it's going to be in their mind or something like that, or they're going to transport it to some.
or
alternate
there's another
universe.
trickster god that shows up.
Right? Because that's.
That's
but
how you
either
get away with that.
But either way, that's how you keep the canon and keep it. You know.
Well, because
people-
spoilers for people who haven't caught up, but Loki's not actually Loki.
There's a bunch of tricksters.
There
Yeah.
are a bunch of trickster gods,
Yeah.
so they have to call back in it. Like, can't be Loki.
Hmm.
God, I liked Loki, but they changed Loki.
Sure.
I haven't even been keeping track of the seasons.
Loki ends up being
Angel. Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
and then more than that actually.
I could care less.
He's a demon.
Loki? No.
I.
I'm just. He's
So
an
yes,
angel.
upcoming-
No, he's a demon.
Higher up.
He's God.
No, that's someone else.
That's Chuck.
Clearly.
Actually, I can't believe they brought him back into the
Yeah, I
show.
know.
That was bold.
I'm still waiting for Bobby to come back because he's still my favorite.
I'm waiting for the dad to come back.
No, he's too
Just
busy
finish.
with other
Just
things.
finish Walking Dead, and then just come back.
No, because from what I understand of that comic, he's a full-time character
he
in
is.
it.
Oh, is he now in
Oh,
that
yeah.
show? Oh,
So he's probably going to be joining that show for the rest.
Aw.
Or-
For as long as
until that character dies.
well, the show does go different from the comics, so
and
you
that's
never know.
and that's
but-
where it pisses Graham off a lot is they don't kill people off in the right way.
Well, but it's like Game of Thrones, though. That's not following what the story is, so it's giving you a different.
It is,
I don't mind that.
but like Graham said, he's like they're not killing off important enough people, whereas Game of Thrones
Thorough.
is still killing off important enough people.
That's because George R. R. Martin is hello.
Hello.
I think that
Yeah.
I recognize that name.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Gyros. Gyros.
Jelan?
Oh, there's an L there. Gelanros.
Sorry. So
But
yeah,
I like the different. Like, obviously, you're reading the original stuff, and then it's.
You're taking the
changing.
cool parts.
yeah.
Well, it's just interesting to see what they change.
Oh yeah, and that's a good way to look at it.
And
obviously they
luckily
are
with for
different.
Supernatural, it is its own
Oh, for sure.
sort of
Its own
Bible.
thing.
They can kind of get away with. Hey, now we have Scooby-Doo episode for reasons.
For sure. Well, they
They
did
have
a
fun with their fans.
but they did that episode where it was that old man who was like controlling stuff and was cartoons. Like he could walk through walls and he could, like he could actually make a hole in a wall that was a hole in a wall and have an anvil fall on someone.
Yep.
And the episode starts with a guy's heart actually like pounding out of his chest and exploding. And you're going like,
Yep, that's
yeah,
happening.
supernatural.
They had that TV Land episode. That was real fun.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I love. Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Yes.
See, I knew we knew that. I knew we knew the name.
I did recognize the name.
Yes.
But yeah, we like that's where I sit there going like yeah, it's. I wish they do more fun episodes. Honestly, I miss them.
But it's a
on
serious
Supernatural.
I think that's what kept it fun because it was always such a serious, such a dark.
It could
show.
be dark, and then you'd get a fun episode where they would like be even when they're like chasing a Wendigo through the woods.
Yes.
There was still like fun elements to it, as opposed to now where it's like, You know, everything's dark, everything's dreary. The world is ending. Why bother living? Why bother doing?
I think
this?
they need to
You're
do
just
like a comedy. They just need to do a comedy episode with Castiel, and then just
And that's the part.
Comedy.
Castiel gets, like, even Dean gets transported to the future in that one.
yeah,
Where
and he's
that
all
disease is
hipsy.
taken over, and
Yeah.
Castiel's a giant hippie who's, like, constantly doing it with all these women because the world is over, and Chuck shows up telling him that, like, you know, toilet paper is, like, the most, you know... Like, there were fun elements. I think that show's just gotten too serious.
Oh.
So,
But yeah, that's
that's a Nick issue more than anything.
I just
so
got
far
bored
behind.
with it. Yeah, you're like I said, just finished episode or season 5, and
I have so
Read-
much
read-
stuff to watch on Netflix. It's like my games. I have so much to play. That's how you should hold it. I was trying to figure
you're
it
just
out.
gonna
Well,
punch
it
someone in the
unfolds.
face.
Oh, good to know.
Because it's a bottle opener.
Good to know.
Cool.
New thing to play.
I think that's it then, right?
Yes,
We're
so
good.
That's it for me.
Yes.
we'll
We're
be
good.
back
We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes,
with the post-credit show.
where we talk about games, movies we
Stuff we've
watched,
been watching.
experiences. Yeah.
So we'll be back. Stay tuned.
We'll be right here.
We'll be back. We just have to change up all the titles and stuff. So
Change
Yep.
clothes.
hey. If you want to watch more of our stuff, www.barrelrollnews.com.
You can also find us on YouTube. We can find all of our post-credits stuff and all of our shows, all of the things that we've done.
Yeah, Nick has to change a bunch of the title screens because it's just our basic thing. I've been lax. It's my fault.
That's fine.
You have
We don't
days
have to.
off.
I know. I do. Long weekend.
Well, yeah, yes. Long.
Either way, 5
we'll
more
see.
minutes.
We'll see you soon.
5-10 minutes.
Come on back.
Bye.
I'll see you
Bye.
soon.